Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the player rating show to Arsenal's defeat against Manchester City. Yes, we lost 2-1 in the end, which, if you look at compared to, the flip side, when it was at the Etihad, you might think we'd probably be a little bit happy with that, but I think some fans are going to be happy, some fans are going to be sad, some people are going to be just pissed off in general. But we'll get into it. We got Marley. How are you, my friend? By the way, Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year.
Yeah, big up.
Well, my head hurts a little bit from last night's events, but I'm doing fine. Didn't wake up I woke up to a wonderful first half, but I did not enjoy myself after that. So I'm not having the best start of the year, but I'm doing well. Hope you guys are doing okay.
It's such a shame. I find it like a comedy show now, so I just start laughing. So that's the only way I can get through the pain. I'm you know what I mean? Is that, or get get popcorn or crisps and start eating. Static. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. How are you?
Hi, Stephen. Hi, Marley. Happy New Year to you, boys. Yeah, I'm okay. Apart from when Arsenal just kind of ruined my day just a little bit. I'm not going to let them ruin my weekend. So, yeah. Very good
I
first
want to give
half.
you a hug.
Very poor second half.
I really do. I really feel like I want to give you guys a hug. But there you go.
I'm still a little bit dizzy from last night. Too much.
I'm not. I'm.
Well, I'll be okay.
Arsenal play very. So just go for the first comments before we get into it a bit more. Arsenal played very well. Referee had full control until the penalty reward. Absolute joke. It's not VAR that's the problem. Do you know what, Luke? I think we might do like a one-off. I know we were doing the review for a time, so I might want to restart that at some point. Get that in the schedule a little bit and restart that like once a month or something. Especially when it comes to big decisions and big issues in terms of refereeing. Because I think once a month, I think every week is a bit stupid because it's like it's only picking at small. Sometimes you get weeks where there's just not any decisions to go for, but when you get like this over 4 weeks, you get some decisions. So yeah, I think might want to do that if you're up for it, but definitely get you back on as well. Yes, Man City 2-1 win. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're happy, mate. To be honest, mate, you were shit throughout that game. You were absolutely shit. Still, I can't come on for the ratings, but I thought you lot were unlucky and played very well apart from stupidity. Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. But obviously I'm trying to keep it with the Arsenal fans, because it is for because obviously a lot of Arsenal fans want to come on and give their feelings and vent out their anger. But if there's ever another show, we'll get you on. Absolutely. But saying that is just had to pop off because he's internet. No change there. Important 3 points for Man City. I think Man City will win the league.
Everyone knows you guys are gonna win the league.
Mate,
you didn't need to purchase this game to do that. You didn't. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. You would have won the league without stealing the 3 points from Arsenal.
Allegedly purchased. Okay.
I'm all the way in Brazil. I don't give a crap. I'm not going to say allegedly. That was robbery. Come and find me, Apple. What's he going to do? That was messed up. That was messed up.
Before we go any further, everyone's opinion are their own. I'll send you his address later on in the week. By the way, you got to send me your address for that package. I still got to send that off, yeah. So
I thought I did, but yeah,
double check that, and then I'll do it. Yeah, everyone's opinions here, right?
If you want to find, all right. That was messed up. That was just messed up, man.
mate, I was still trying to convince you Arteta out when it was still like when it was clear and obvious.
And
Like
I'm not Arteta any heart here. That's not what's happening.
even after Villarreal, I was still sitting there saying, "How are you still backing this guy?" Like Mikel Arteta's it's Mick. Like I said during my live watch along, it's Mikel Arteta mentality. Right, one thing happens to us and bang, everything goes to pot. Like Arsenal's mentality, we'd find a way to get around it and deal with it. But yeah. Hey, still my Wi-Fi screwed up a little bit, but we'll try again later. Don't worry, it's one game that City play bad. It doesn't mean it will happen every game. Yeah, I still think you're probably going on win the league, man. Odegaard's wasn't a pen. He stood on. Wasn't a pen. He stood on Edison's.
That's a less than smart comment. A lot of people are saying that because of
Tony, no. I saw the incident time and time again, and looking back on it, the only thing I can tell is that there's the slightest change of direction on the ball when Edison stepped in, but Edison's just stood on Odegaard's foot. He stepped on Odegaard's foot. It's not the other way around.
Yeah, people are saying that because
even though
it's one picture.
Yeah, but it's so slight. Yeah. But it's so slight, that touch that they've made. It couldn't possibly be a pen. It's so slight you can't barely see it. So how if people can see it, they've got good eyesight, and I need to go to Specsavers. But for me, I never saw any change on that ball. So that for me, it was a pen. Missed opportunity for her. Yeah, I mean, definitely missed opportunity. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Keep smashing those likes. And hit that subscribe button if you're new. Where's all the Arteta winners, man? Where are you? Come on.
They should be here, mate.
This is what I'm saying, man. But this is no. They won't come here, right? Because I know I'll shout my Arteta mentality bollocks, right? And they know it's true, right? But if you're gonna sit here, this is what I'm saying. If you're gonna sit here and spout your crap about Arteta, be a man. Come here when you lose. I'm here whether we win, lose, or draw, right? So do the same. Have the same energy. That's why I get more R-rated when you lot turn up, because you turn up when only it suits you, when it's all looking good to you. When it's not looking good to you, you disappear. So you've gone off the freaking the CIA blacklist or something. There's no traceable connections connected to you whatsoever. You've gone dark, basically, as they call it. But yeah. Anyway, smash the like and subscribe. Xhaka gave the ref an easy. Yeah, Xhaka's a wanker. Let's just put it that way. Arsenal missed a great opportunity to lead 2-0 by half time. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, let's be having you, right? Arsenal will finish 4th this season. I hope you get. Nah. Why? Because we beat Norwich 5-0. Yippity shit. I said this.
Steven,
we beat.
Steven,
come on.
Well, mate.
Yeah, but Marley. But as soon as we beat Norwich 5-0, everyone was getting on the train about getting top 4, and I was sitting there, and I remember having a go at me saying it because we're winning 5-0, saying you're moaning because we're winning 5-0. I said no, it's because the way we're playing, right? If I was in any decent team, we'd struggle to win that game, right? It was only when we got to 2-3-0 that literally Norwich fell apart, and gave up, and it proved today, because today Man City didn't play half the team they were, and yet they still managed to beat us.
It was
because it's mentality,
mate. We played so well. It's just not. I'm not.
Mate, I'm not gonna have a fucking argument with you here. Seriously,
I'm not saying Arsenal is gonna finish top 4. I'm not willing to put money on that crap, and I'm not saying Arteta.
Good, because you'd be wasting your money, mate.
He should be the manager at Arsenal for years to come. I'm not saying any of that, but the fact is, for a long time now, with 2 games excluded, 2 games, Everton and United, we've been doing well. We've been doing well. We played better than City. If you want to say it wasn't robbed, it was just like unlucky, whatever, sure. But we played better than City. We were more dangerous than City, like top 3 clubs in the world with 10 men. You've been playing well, mate. I honestly, like, I'm wondering where the Arteta inners are here, and not for the same reasons as you. Like, I'm not saying they should.
I know,
be here
like, to be
because
honest,
have
they
good
play
arguments.
well.
They're doing well. Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I said we were going to lose 2-1. Maybe should have put some money on it, to be honest. Like, but, like, this is the thing. Now, also, by the way, like, I'm always making a prediction during a game. Like, and my honest prediction was we're going to lose 2-1. But throughout the 90 minutes, when the game kicks off, I don't care what I've predicted, 4-0 loss or a 2-1 draw or a 1-1 draw or a 2-1 loss or a 2-1 win. I predict throughout that whole game we're going to win. Because I back my team throughout the 90 minutes. My agenda's go out the window. Like, now, like, Luca, where are you? You're, like, because I'm sure you're desperate to come on here, like, and say, like, told you we lose, because he's halfway through the game. As soon as, like, I think it was, he wasn't saying anything, and then as soon as Partey got, like, as soon as the penalty came along, he's like, oh, we're Penn City, we're gonna lose. And I'm like, are you an Arsenal fan? Because if you're an Arsenal fan, back your team. Back your team. Throughout the 90 minutes, back your team. Right? Come on. Like,
I know what you're saying, but I get where Luke is coming from.
I get where he's coming from. I know it's frustrating, but like you like what's the point? What's the point in us playing if you're not going to back the team throughout those 90 minutes? Like,
oh, that's
especially when how well we were playing during that game, they deserved our backing.
But that's more or less his point. Like, why do we even bother like backing and supporting the club?
And
like,
even then, he wasn't. And even then,
playing?
To be fair, right, we got to about the 87th minute, right, and I was like, I think, how does it go? I'll get back to that tweet in a minute. How did it go? Trying to look it up actually. Sorry, I'm just trying to look it up. Oh yeah, like so I asked him that question, are you an Arsenal fan? And I put loads of question marks. And he went, watch. And this is after he said we would lose, by the way. It came literally about 30 minutes later, like, watch, we draw, because it's getting into stoppage time. Right? And I literally went, don't change your time now. Don't change your opinion now, because it's stoppage time. Like, come on. Like, no. I'm not having this. Like, what you doing? Like, just answer the damn question. Look, like, so, yeah. I'm sorry, but you have to take advantage of days like this. When City are poor, you won't get that opportunity again at the end of the day. And he makes a very valid point. Like, you don't get those days.
He does, mate, but we played to win, and we should have won. I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to change. I'm not
having it.
Yeah, today I'm really not. I'm really not. Mate, the fucking ref made a basketball block against Martinelli in that miss. That was a fucking basketball block. Not going through. It was ridiculous, mate. Man of the match. If any City fans, any of you 103 City fans all over the world, if any of you says the man of the match wasn't at, well, you're lying out of your butts. Any of you, man. I wouldn't.
Go on, carry on. You carry on. Keep going.
That's all.
Just got to look up something. I got to look up something just quickly. Go on, keep going.
No, if you're talking about amount of fans, mate, the 103 was give or take. They might have 120. That's all. Are you recording me like doing some sort of
No.
like rant cam, like something? Like, what's happening?
Hang on a minute. I could just no. This basically. Hang on a minute. Yeah, you. So basic. Hang on. Right, here we go. This is gonna be so basically, what Marley is doing right now is what I was doing in this stream. Like, like this is his mentality right now. This is his mentality right now. Like, take a listen, peeps. Like,
it's fake! It's fake! It's fucking fake! It's fucking fake! It's
A little
fucking
quieter
said
than
it!
that.
It fucking said it!
Yeah. I'm a little quieter, and I live in a really old apartment, so that kind of hard movement would probably break shit in my place. So I can't react like that. Plus, I have a massive headache, but I'm close, mate. I'm close. That annoyed the crap
I
out
just
of me.
thought I'd get that. Yeah, man. I got I don't think Arsenal deserved to lose. I thought Arsenal were going to win, but since Mahrez scored the penalty to make it 1-1, Gabriel got a red card. Arsenal. Yeah, man. I think a draw might have been a fair result, but even then, I'd probably say like we did deserve a win out of that. To be honest, Gabriel sending off was as too soft as I think he didn't do. Like, I did think it was a little soft, but then you don't do that. If you want a yellow card, don't do that.
Sure.
You don't do it. Simple as that. Don't do it.
It was dumb.
You just give him an excuse. When you want a yellow card, first things first. And this is, I swear, Arteta doesn't tell him this, right? He doesn't. I swear to God he doesn't. Because it's always the same mistakes, right? If you're on a yellow card, don't give him a fucking excuse.
Perhaps.
Don't, basically,
right.
You don't give him an excuse. No matter how, you know how shit they are, so don't give him any excuse to get in trouble.
Sure.
Then they won't do anything.
He should not have been on a yellow card back then. He should not. His complaint that got him the yellow card was right.
He wasn't complaining. He was digging up the bloody penalty spot. If he wants to start digging up, let me measure go. I'll go fire him as an Arsenal defender, right, and get him to join frigging Time Team where they excavate fucking people, right, and frigging buildings and shit, right, and Roman factories and shit, right. That's when digging's fucking good for, right. If you want to do that, right? Don't dig up the penalty spot because it gives you a bloody yellow, especially at the Emirates, right? Our home ground, right? Do it there, Gaff. Do it there, Gaff.
It's
right?
his home. He can do whatever he wants.
No. It's our home. No. It's our home. It's not Gabriel FC, right?
He lives there as well.
I don't care. It's Arsenal FC.
Yeah, it's home to a lot of people, including him.
So a lot of people so Static saying already AirPod Albert in. So like he's obviously managed to get this team playing so well, much better than Arteta in the space that Arteta's had in 20 months or 2 years. So obviously we need our Albert AirPod Albert in, rather than Arteta. There you go. But then again, the subs were Arteta. You know what I mean? So, will be too many pork chops. I'm not even... Yeah, good point. Steven, okay, I'll start Arteta 0, I'll put 6. Yeah, I've got to add him into it. AirPod Albert. I'll just have to use Arteta as the manager, sort of bit. So we just have to pretend it's not him. lol, Steven, I wanted that laptop broken. And mate, it nearly did. It nearly went out the fucking window that night. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Mate, I'll keep going on about it until something's fucking changed. Like, because, like, until it's changed, until the commission do something, I'm not going to stop going on about it. I'm surprised Saka didn't get a red card. Controversial. And actually a new record for Arsenal. Arsenal are the first Premier League side, are the first ever Premier League side to reach 100 red cards.
Saw that.
Mikel Arteta.
25 of those are Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, probably. That's a quarter of them are Granit Xhaka. Gabriel getting a guest spot on time team. Yeah, absolutely. Gabriel should never dig out the penalty spot. He was trying to put pressure. I hope you miss it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a yellow. Yeah, we were unlucky. I didn't think that was a pen for Man City, but we played well, better than I thought we were. We could take some heart out of that we actually did perform well. But then, to be fair, man, like, is it really we were playing that well, or was it the fact that Man City were that bad?
Nah, mate, we played well. Gabriel Martinelli and Saka on the first half, mate. That was scary.
I'm actually gonna put that as a poll.
I was feeling bad for the City defense. They were scary. I was like, damn, dude, y'all can't do that.
So by the way, just gonna quickly put that.
I think it's way more due to Arsenal's. It's more Arsenal's merit than City's underperformance. Honestly,
Was Man City's penalty a penalty? No. Was it Arsenal playing that well, or Man City playing that bad? Sorry, just got to take a little bit of time just doing these, so give me 2 seconds. I won't be too long. I've just got to quickly write up the answer. Right. That bad. There we go. Links in the chat. The polls going up in the chat right now. Go and do your business with that. Make sure you leave a. Well, actually, put what did you go for as well? Like in the chat, what did you go for? Happy New Year, man. Yeah, Happy New Year. That's disgusting. Arteta has no discipline. Get out now. Yep. Arsenal are the first team to get 100 red cards. That is crazy. I mean, yeah, I would have thought someone like... I would say Man United, because they get so many fucking decisions. It's unreal. Like, he even admitted, like, the Wenger Fergie, like, when it was at the height of his, like, peak of its powers, 304 and 01 and 02, that they got, even their players admitted, we knew how to con the ref and basically manipulate it. So, they were masters at it. So, just got back from the game. I think Arsenal were brilliant. Yeah, man, I will get some people on later, if we've got time. Because there was someone who just came on by accident. Wendy Miller got COVID again, despite having all the jabs. Didn't know that, so there you go. Look. The COVID jabs don't stop you getting it. It stops you dying from it. It limits the risk of you dying from it. And it's proven that because all we've got out of this latest one is loads of cases but no death, hardly any deaths. There you go. And if there have been any deaths, it's because of something else. So, like, make of that what you will.
It's a vaccine. It's not a shield.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop you getting it.
Yeah.
It's gonna just limit your chances of dying from it. It's like with flu. I can still catch the flu, though I've had the flu jab. Just stops me from dying from it. I also think some of the abuse to the ref was sickening. Gabs got 2 yellow cards in VAR, basically gave the pen. Yeah, Gabs didn't get a yellow for abusing the ref. He got a yellow for digging up the pitch. Right, simple.
The ref deserves all the abuse and more. He deserves more abuse than he's getting.
You know he's pissed when he does that. You know Marley's pissed when he says that. I'm sorry, he's not usually one to say that. The Arsenal fans were out of order for the abuse to the referee.
No. Should have gotten physical. Should have gotten physical.
Harry Desmond, big up Harry Desmond. I hope you're well, mate. People, if you haven't you haven't seen this channel before, it's Arsenal and F1 content, as well as football content as well. We also, by the way, it's all to raise money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation, by the way. So as much as we irate and jump for joy, it's all for a good cause. So I meant RTSD, and yeah, the Man City players agree. Man City players agreed to Let's get the player rating started, shall we? Let's get it started. Right. Let me load them up first. That'd be a good idea. The poll, we've had 5 votes. Right, so far. 80% Arsenal played that well, and Man City at 20%. Okay. Fair result.
So 4-1.
I'll quickly ask the chat then, save me doing another poll. The Odegaard penalty claim, was that a penalty or not a penalty? So put in your answer in the chat, please, whilst I go look up the player ratings. Whilst I look up the player ratings, basically reset the thing. But every time you reset it, you got to do that bloody link below. Right, there we go. Let's do this right now. Share the screen. Right. So, your players, player ratings for this season. Starting with the goalkeeper, Ramsdale. And before I get you to give your answer, I'll quickly just go through what people did say in that. Odegaard, no pen, not a penalty. I think it was, to be honest. I think there was so minimal contact with that ball. It had to be a pen. For me, it was a pen.
That is
but
a pen.
everyone is still an opinion. I think that was a pen. Right, but then I also think the Man City one was a pen. But there you go.
Yeah, no,
So,
I think both were pens, but I think Arsenal's was way more of a penalty than the City one.
at least, do you know what they should at least done? Gone to VAR and actually look at the monitor. That's the thing. They didn't even look at a monitor. They should at least looked at a monitor. But Ramsdale in goal. What are you gonna give him, Molly?
I mean, he conceded twice. None of the 2 goals were his fault. None of the 2 goals should have existed. Should have happened. But if he conceded twice, I can't give him more than a 5 or a 6. His distribution was still good. Made us feel safe, but he didn't stop any shots. So 5.
He did have a couple of a bit of loose-legged times at sometimes coming up to collect balls. I think it was his greatest game today.
Yeah, with the ball in his feet. Yeah, perhaps maybe.
Oh,
give
also
him a
trying to
6
grab.
then.
No, there's also a couple of times he tried to come up to grab the ball, and missed it. There was one time it went straight past the whole the front of the goal. because he completely missed it and mistimed it. So he was caught in no man's land. So I'd say a 5 for me.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So I don't think there's too much you could have done about the goals. I mean, one's a pen. You can just guess aside and try and lead it, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose. And you've then got the second goal. Second goal, there's not much you could have done. You should have. There's 3 fucking defenders around him. They should have been doing something. But just put a fucking foot in. Like, how is it you got 3 defenders around him? He gets a shot off. Like, Tomiyasu. What, give me Tommy.
Well, man. He played well. It's scary that
Yeah.
this dude just came back from COVID playing like that. Great
Yeah.
performance. Great
Yeah, man.
performance. I know we lost, but I'd give him a 7. I'd give him a 7. He didn't do anything too impressive, mate. Like he was solid. Like
I think he was solid in that back line. I think it was a good performance in that back line. Yeah. I'd agree with you on that one. I'll give him 7. Ben Shite.
I think he did all right, mate.
Oh,
He did all right. I mean, he could have been on at fault for the second goal. Didn't really notice, but I saw
there was
some,
a couple of times he was getting spun. Like some of the balls that were being played into him made him look like a fucking idiot. Honestly, one ball in the first half literally tore the freaking defense in 2, and it left him spinning on his ass.
I don't think it was too bad today. I mean, I understand the hatred, but I don't think he deserves less than a 6. Honestly,
6.
I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm not gonna be offended, but it's not.
I was gonna
less than
say 5.
That's okay. He did not get a 4. Like it's a 5 at the least.
I would have said a 5 because it was just again it's just those moments every time. It's like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just, yeah, 5. I can't go any higher than that, to be honest. Gabriel, can get in the bin. Oh shit! I haven't put a. Why is there no luck? What?
What's happening?
I ain't got a clue what's going on. Ah, there you go. Right. Add a column below, and it goes even darker. No.
What?
That one. I saw it. I'm sorting it out. Don't worry. Just I forgot to put 0.
Oh. Okay.
It needs to be 0. It needs to be 0 for 2 players. I can't even give this guy a 1. Right. I'm sorry. You get a red card, you're in the bin. Especially the way you got it. You get in the bin. In the bin. Straight in the bin. Don't even care. Gabriel, dumb. Yes, he's literally dumbest moment. One of his dumbest moments for Arsenal.
No, the dumbest. The dumbest. But still,
yeah.
Should not have been sent off.
Kieran Tierney.
He played really well. Great assist.
I think he played really well. Great assist, yeah, man.
As well. Give him a 7. Can't give him more than that, but it's a great game for Tierney.
I would have said an 8, to be honest.
By the way, guys, I would have given Gabriel Magalhães a 3 or a 4, not a 0. That's I know it's not changing what's on the board, but that's what I would have done.
It's fucking biased.
It's not biased, mate. He at the point he should not have a yellow card because the situation was messed up. So he shouldn't have been. He should.
But then if he kept his mouth shut, he wouldn't have got a yellow card in the first place.
But dude, you gotta understand.
Or if you not dig up the spot.
Arsenal's PK and look
but don't pick up the spot though. Don't pick up the spot. Just don't do it. You know it's gonna get you in trouble. Just don't do it. Simple.
Sure, mate. He's human. He was being robbed. You gotta understand. He needs to defend himself.
Yeah, we're all getting robbed, mate. We're fucking fans, mate. We get robbed every fucking week. Right, exactly. Watching this shit. Yeah, and yet we still support this lot. We get robbed of our old Arsenal every week. So
when you're there, putting your body to the challenge, getting tackled, running, sweating, it's frustrating. when the referees steal.
I was gonna say an 8 for Tierney because like Tierney
I'm
was
okay with that. I'm okay
very
with
good
that.
for me today. So Partey. A lot of people saying he was
Great
man of the
game for
match today.
Partey. What?
One of his best. Some people have been saying it's his best match for best game for Arsenal so far.
It might have been. It might have been. It was phenomenal, mate. It was
I
phenomenal.
would as good as saying me. I'm torn between him and Martinelli for man of the match.
Mine, I think mine is Saka, but I get the names you're shouting, and
I think Martinelli did more in the game than Saka. That's the problem. I know
yeah, but
Saka got the
he
goal,
had that
but
miss. He had that miss. If it wasn't
yeah,
for the
yeah,
miss,
I got
I would have
on.
gone for Martinelli too.
Yeah, but then that's probably
Um,
why you go with Partey because Partey was just solid throughout the whole game.
yeah,
I'll give him
I'd
a
give him an
9 though.
8 too. No higher than 8. No, it's not a 9.
Partey's not a 9.
No. That's an 8. That's an 8.
Oh,
We
okay.
lost the game, dude. We didn't win. Like people can't be.
Watford
getting
doing Arsenal a favour at the moment, holding Spurs 0-0. Partey 9. Yeah, you can still give some players a 9. There's individual performances in the end.
Yeah.
Right. Granny, let's just not even fucking like. You see this? You know you got Arteta's sackable level. Look, I'm gonna put it in the big black box. Right. The grey box. The very grey box. Right. Why does it do that? Xhaka's fuck off level. There you go. I got a new special level for him today. Maybe you can get the hint. Right. So, agree with that?
I do
Cool.
not. No. I hate
What?
Xhaka. He's the player at Arsenal that I want to see gone the most, and he messed up. Like he was stupid in that. Like you
Yep.
should pull someone's shirt, even though the guy dived. So VAR should never have looked at that. It shouldn't. It's not a blatant penalty. But still, like other than that, like Xhaka played really well. So with that brain fart, I'd give him below 5. I'd give him 4 or something like that, but not below 0, mate. It was a solid
No, I
game for
can't.
Xhaka with a stupid
No,
moment. But yeah,
no,
mate,
because that
I hate his
stupid
guts. I
moment has
hate his
lost us
guts.
the game. That stupid moment has
Mate,
cost us the game. It's
oil
giving him
money
his.
cost us the game.
No, you give
Doesn't matter
the ref
like
the
how it would have
excuse.
happened.
Give the ref
Oil
the
money cost us
excuse,
the game.
man.
That was
How many
purchased.
times we say in the box, don't go down, don't give him an excuse to give away a pen. And what does he do? He does it every time, all the time during the game. He nearly took out Sterling and nearly got himself booked. Right in the first half. Was it the first? Yeah, the first half. Right, and again in the second half, just diving in like he's fucking Tom Daly of the diving team. Well, how about getting your budgie smugglers, right, and start diving for them in the swimming pool, right, rather than playing on a football pitch? Like, do us a favour, mate. Like, honestly, I'm done with him. No, man,
Oh,
I
I've been
can't.
done for a while. I just don't think he was that crappy today.
Nah, he's his usual self. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. That's Saka.
8, man of the match for me.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mate, he was so fun to
I would have
watch.
said between him, Partey, and Martinelli is a 9.
If we had won the game, I'd have given them 10, mate. They were so good. We're so good. Who was Saka going against? Because he went past like 2 City players and got fouled. That should have been a yellow card, by the way. But he was just that first half he was unplayable, absolutely unplayable, and he was still fun on the second half as well. Always
Odegaard?
dangerous, so tricky. Odegaard, I think he played well as well. He played much better on the first half than the second one. Like he's one
Yeah.
of those that he fell a lot in the second one. So 6,
6. Yeah. Yeah. He was decent.
Yeah.
Martinelli. I've got to give him a 9, man. I
I'm giving
can't.
him
I've
an
got to
8.
give him a 9. I've got to give him a 9. He was all over the place.
Yeah, but go ahead.
He was
Can't
all
blame
over the place. He
He
was
was
causing.
fantastic. And if
Cancelo
Akpol hadn't blocked
couldn't.
him,
Don't forget, Cancelo is their right back, their number 1 right back, and he was getting spun into a spliff.
dude.
He was toasting him. Like, he was proper roasted for 90 minutes, roasted in the oven, right, like a roast turkey on Christmas Day. Fucking mate, he was toast. Right.
Yeah, no, he was phenomenal, mate. And if it wasn't for Akpol basketball blocking him for that missed chance, he probably would have gotten the goal as well.
Lacazette.
Ridiculous. Lacazette, he was okay. He was okay. 5.
Okay.
Doesn't really. Didn't do anything to deserve less than that. Didn't do anything. To
I'd say
deserve more than
6.
that. 6, 5, mate. Since bang average and okay, like I have a problem with that anyway, so I don't really care. Will you
What?
put 5 or 6?
What you have a problem with?
In my eyes, okay is better than bang average. I think bang average is a criticism, and okay is sort of a compliment.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Whatever. They basically mean the same thing to me.
Okay.
Like, it's basically saying the same thing. You're alright, but you're not shit. Right, substitutes, innit? Substitutes.
Yeah.
Who came on after all that freaking mayhem? Let's have a look. So we had... It was... Oh yeah, Rob Holding.
Rob Holding.
Rob Holding.
ESR and El Neni.
And what did Rob Holding do? Fuck up in that second goal, didn't he?
He did. He did.
Yep. Yep. Rob Holding, absolutely. 3.
He's a bang average defender, mate. He's a bang average. You're not going to see him do much more
He's
than
either
5.
he's getting a 3 or a 2.
I think that's a little harsh.
Don't care. He costs us a game.
Put him at 3 then.
Because they scored the winning goal because of him. Holding 0. Wow. Fuck. Ryan's not holding back, man. Ryan's not holding back, man. Right. Holding 2. Okay, he's changed it. No, they don't. Yeah. I know, mate. Don't they? Let's have a look. Smith Rowe and El Neni, typical Arteta signings. Typical Arteta substitutions, so I say. Pepe not getting on the pitch. Right, we've got Bert Leno, Smith Rowe, Maitland-Niles, Aldin, Suarez, Pepe, Tavares, Lokonga and El Neni. So the only attacking options we've got is Pepe and Smith Rowe. And he doesn't try and put both of them on and go all out and throw the kitchen sink at it.
Mate.
Why not?
If you're drawing 1-1 against the best team in the league.
Well, no, apparently it's all a free hit, but apparently though.
And you have 10 players. You're going to want to defend.
Yeah, but I get that. But then everyone's saying it's a free hit, so why don't we just go for it then? If it's a free hit. Because this is what the excuse will be. This is the excuse. Every time we play a big team, right, if we don't beat them, it's a free hit. Like, we're going to lose that game anyway, so it's a free hit. That's what it will come out with.
That's how I look at City and Liverpool games, actually, if I'm being honest. But I don't see how it makes a difference.
Average or is 5. Mate, if I'm going to do that, I'll change it later, don't. Like,
yes. Vindication. People agree with
static. It basically means the same thing.
Let's fucking go, static.
Static, I'm not changing it now. Like, next season, Next season, I'll take your bloody advice if I have to. But I'm not doing it now. Now we are 20 bloody games in. Like, so you're either liking it or lumping it. Like, we're 20 games into the season. I've then got to refine all those pictures again. Download all those pictures. Reinstall them on a new one. Like, I've got loads of other things to be getting on with. I've got loads of things to be getting on with this channel than to just do that. There's a lot of things I want to be doing with it. So, and I'm doing most of this by myself. Like, to be honest. El Nini.
He doesn't get rated for me. Or
Yeah,
like average 5, average 6.
Yeah, average 6, at 5, whatever you want to bloody call it.
Yeah. Same as Smith Rowe.
Where is El Nini? There he is. Oh, didn't mark Smith Rowe, did we? Smith Rowe didn't do anything, did he?
Yeah, no, same. Like average 5 or average 6.
I'll give him a 6 because he's Smith Rowe. Right. Alright. What? What are you on about? What are you on about? Anthony, are you gone mad? Like, seriously? Only thing holding got going is getting that air transplant. Absolutely. Would play ESR. Yeah, absolutely love. Lastly, the manager. Mikel Arteta / Alport Albert. Or Alport Albert.
Mate, we outplayed City. And it was down. If you don't want to say it was robbery, you'd be wrong. But if you don't want to say it was robbery, it was down to mistakes. So I think the manager or managers did well.
I can give this, like, by the way, this ain't Mikel Arteta, this is Albert Albert. And to be honest, he's done more in 90 minutes than what I'll put this quite simple. Like, this assistant has done, I've just looked him up, he's done 48 games with Genk. With a 48% win record. And they're not exactly the biggest team in the world. So that's not bad. Like, so...
Belgian team, Genk.
Yeah, Genk.
48% win. That's bad. That's bad. That's one of the biggest teams in Belgium. That's a bad record.
But anyway, right. Yeah. But he's come to Arsenal as an assistant. Yeah. He's in charge for one game, and he's got him Arsenal out playing Man City. Right. So there you go. So I say we put, like, if we're gonna do anything, bring him in. Like, if you're looking for a freebie, get him in. Like, you know what I mean? I'll give him a 6.
Mate, 6?
I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think this assistant should get? The assistant's better than Arteta. Absolutely, man.
It's so...
Genk.
It's like a weird comment, but okay.
6, right, so I say 6. What would you say?
8.
7?
Sure, yeah. I'll compromise.
7. Fans.
10. Yeah, good job, man. Like, we support
I know it's a bit lower of attendance, but it is New Year's Day, so I get it. Most people with the family.
It was awesome, man. Big up for insulting the ref at the end. You did your job as fans. Should have yelled like louder and probably harsher words as well. But
you're not holding back.
Big up the fan base.
Wow, you're not holding back today. You're really not.
Grinding my gears big time. That was annoying the crap out of me.
Right, so that's a 10. So, yeah, those are the ratings for Man City, Arsenal. Discuss this way into the referees. Well, I was going on the fact of how much they, like, I wanted to say, if I was, I'm not really going to get any leeway with Mali here, so I'm like,
Yo,
I was gonna
Static,
say
you'd be
I
in
was gonna say an
shock if
8.
you watched the game in Brazil.
But then to be
Because swearing
fair,
is part of the culture.
hang on, to be fair, like when I saw I'm trying to think. When I saw the fans trying to listen to them, they were in full voice, like before the referee and all that crap. So, like they were supporting the team throughout the whole thing. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
But
Big up.
yeah, if I do anything, I'd reduce it to an 8. I'm gonna reduce it to an 8. Just because, like, as much as like we want to have a go at the ref, you really shouldn't do it. Like, you shouldn't.
It's not like
Like,
it's not any sort of prejudice. It's not any sort of nothing bigotry. Nothing. It's just the guy is a criminal that stole from us. No, I'm just stating a fact to you, Static. In Brazil, whatever the ref does that goes against your team, you're gonna see
come on,
everyone.
Marley. Come on.
Everyone shouting, "Filho da puta, seu
I
cuzão."
think
You're gonna be
Static.
shouting
First of all, Static. You're the only one who calls him Charlie. Everyone calls him Marley now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
like,
fine.
but like, Marley's not usually the one to insult people. So like, he's got to be pretty mad if he's gonna start calling people out and saying you can't. He's usually calling me out when I start fucking having a go at people.
Yeah, usually. but right now I'm telling you about the cultural thing because it's kind of shocking to me that they're weirded out by people swearing at the refs. Mate, all we do is swear in the stadiums in Brazil. That's why I said you'd be shocked if you watch the game live here. Because it goes like the best you can hear is motherfucker. That's almost saying you're pretty. If you hear people shouting motherfucker to the ref, he's like, thank you guys, solid folk. That's how he goes.
Right, I'll leave it to, I'll leave it for another debate on that one. But there you go, right? Because we could be on here for all night doing that one. Look at the referee. Yeah, end of. Happy New Year, Chelsea fan. Big ups. Thanks for all the support as usual. Charlie. Yeah, man. Big up. Do you know what? Just gonna get that guy back on. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, is there anything else you want to mention from that game? Apart from, like, what we've already discussed. Like, I mean, we go into, what? We go to Liverpool during the week. Got no Gabriel. We've got Ben White and Holding, looks like it, in the defensive line.
Yeah, that's a game where I'm assuming both managers are going to be resting a couple of players. Like I don't make too much of that. I'm glad the red card's going to be, it's going to be credited in the Carabao Cup and not the Premier League. I'm glad
Yeah, that's just in this, like, in that discussion. Yeah, I mean, like, I was never confident going into that game anyway. I've maybe sort of, because a bit like Mo Salah and Mane would be at the AFCON, but they don't usually play their strongest team in the cups. Like, they play always a weakened side. So I would always expect them to do that, so we'd have a better chance. But with Holding and Ben White in the defence, I am shitting myself now with that, because like that defence has got goals looking like it's going to leak out of as soon as you pour water down. It's like literally like a leaking gas pipe. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not confident now. Because Gabriel is like a solid, like, sort of the solid person that keeps that back four in check. Like, or the two central defenders at least in check. Like, Ben White and Holding, you could put 3 or 4 defenders next to them, they can get it right. Like, that's how bad they are. Like, so, like, Xhaka, I mean, Xhaka can just do one, but he'll start next week. Yeah, he'll start during the week. I don't know about Aubameyang. I don't know what's happening with him.
Aubameyang can only come back after AFCON.
Oh, yeah. Get a new defender this month. We're not going to get a new defender this month. We're not going to get a new midfielder.
For sure, we're not getting a new defender. Like, there's a chance we're getting a midfielder and a striker. I think we're only getting one on loan.
I would take... Look, mate, you're telling me after what you just saw get a Granit Xhaka, you would not take Virginia Wijnaldum on a loan?
I take him. I don't think I ever said no to that. I think you're mistaking me for Luka, which makes
and this is what I'm saying. Like, and like what you see from Granit, what you see from Lacazette, right? You wouldn't take Andre Silva.
On what format?
As a striker?
No, but what format? Like what on loan?
No, buy.
No, I would not spend a lot of money on Andre Silva. No.
Andre Silva, who scores 28 goals in the league alone for Frankfurt. Not a big club like Bayern Munich, Frankfurt.
Yeah, but he's at a bigger club now, and he's benched by a midfielder.
But he's still scored 3 goals in 6 appearances in the Champions League. So he can do it at that level.
He's a striker that's benched by a CM.
But because that's the way they play.
Oh, sure, mate. But I'm not saying like he's definitely better than what we have options wise. Like he's better than.
Mate, if you bought Andre Silva, he'd tear it up. I'm telling you.
I just think there are many better options.
Because you don't score. You don't score over 20 or 5 goals in the league for Frankfurt if you're shit. Like Frankfurt would be lucky to get a striker like that. Like before they get napped up.
Shit. I'm saying should be going
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I was looking for a striker to place Lacazette, I'd take him. That or Vlahovic. One of the two. I don't get this hype of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't get it. Where's it coming from? Like, his goal stats just don't add up. We all moaned at Giroud for not scoring over 20 goals in the league. Yeah? So why are we trying to get him?
King Tony.
No, he's not coming.
Coutinho's rumored to go to Brazil, to come back to Brazil.
Right, plus Dembele's always bloody mentioned. He's been moaning about that for ages. But, like, this is what I don't get. This Dominic Calvert-Lewin thing, we all moaned at Giroud when he never scored over 20 goals in the league. So now why do we want to buy a striker that can't even do that? He's still in single figures at the minute. Why?
I think
I don't get it.
I think people hype him a little too much just because he's an Arsenal fan. I think that's a mistake.
I think also for the fact because he's in the Premier League. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation, mate, because we're looking at a lot of strikers, and one of them is truly a world-class striker, and there's such a big gap between Vlahovic and the rest of the strikers we're looking at.
And to also say you take Andre Silva over Isak is stupid.
What?
It's like anyone that says taking Isak over Andre Silva is feasible needs to get their head examined.
It depends. Like if you're talking about the same amount of money for both, honestly, mate, I think it's debatable. Isaac's a lot younger. He's been scoring.
Yeah, he's a lot younger, but you need that experience in the team. As much as we all going on about Project Youth and that, you need the experienced heads in the team. Like for days like this.
Whenever Andre Silva tried at a bigger stage, he failed. That's the thing.
I think he would.
I think
my personal.
I think he's a good fit. I'm not saying I wouldn't take him. I'm just saying I think
Isak's a bit of a risk given the age and how early his development is. It's a huge risk.
Dude,
Right.
the only striker
And he's-
we're linked with that's not a risk is Vlahovic.
And to be fair, Isak, we've only seen him in the Euros. The Euros and club football are completely two kettles of fish. And he's played in La Liga for Real Sociedad.
I think it might not have been last season, but the season before. When did United lose to Unai Emery? Europa League final. Was it last season
Oh,
or the season before? United losing to Villarreal in the Europa League final. That was either last season or the season before. When United played Real Sociedad, Isaac looked really impressive, and I think that caught the eye of a lot of Arsenal fans.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah,
But
played
yeah,
really well.
that's for me is too much of a risk.
I think he's on the riskier side.
But Vlahovic has been quoted. I'm not surprised. But anyway, we're gonna have to wrap this up because we've got to jump to fan cams. So you're first. So yeah. Make sure you do hit the like and share button, please. Really important you do so. Hit that like, share button. Make sure you watch the ads as well. It does help raise money for charity just by watching the ads as well. So please do so. And we're back. We'll be doing fan cams. They'll be coming out as the games, as we keep doing them. So yeah, like, make sure you keep pumping. Make sure you keep pumping the likes, and make sure you keep sharing the content and getting people to subscribe. Marley, where can they find you, buddy?
Find me here. This is one of my homes. But find me at Football United TV. It's a channel I co-own with Maddie. We're back to doing content this week, so stay tuned. I'm back with Steven on Friday at Gunners from All Corners. Hopefully Caio's back as well. I met my Brazilian buddy, and I think he has a lot to say about this game. And follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at Football United TV, and myself on Twitter as well at Molly Chiller.
Wicked. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. You know where to find us. It's here, SFeatleyTV. And Happy New Year to you all. And there will be definitely be a lot to look forward to this year. Right. And first off, let's get to 1.2k by at least the end of February. Let's how about that, shall we? Right. Because I know we can all get to 2k by the end of the year. We can do it. Let's do it together. But the only way it can be done is with your support and by everyone liking and sharing the content. But until then, stay safe. Oh, and also make sure you go subscribe at Football United TV. Get them to a K, right? Get them monetized, right? Because they deserve it. Quality channel. But until then, stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.